Alright, what's going on, guys? Devil here, and today I'm going to basically do a tech demo. So I'm testing out my new microphone, and I'm also testing out my new intro. So please let me know what you think. I think I like the intro, but it's I got my own reservations about it. I'm not very artistic, but I did my best. So I'm not going to waste the opportunity to do a quick recap on something. I'm not going to cover this whole war, but I'll show this one attack here. So basically what I'm going to do is queen walk, starting down here. I'm going to go this way, drop some quakes in there, and then dragons from up top left. So let's see how this goes. The reason I picked this space to cover is because I think the dragons don't really get enough love at Town Hall. We'll call this Town Hall 9 because there's no Infernos. Really strong Archer Queen up there. So I think dragons are like a viable strategy. But there's like a lot of little things that you can overlook, and also your queen needs to get a lot of value. She pretty much needs to live the entire raid, and mine unfortunately does not. So I think that's what cost me in the end. So the queen is she's gonna go the right way. Pretty easy to make her go that way. The baby dragon's gonna start that funnel on the top up there, and I drop 3 quakes there, and then I offset the 4th quake. So because I don't want these sidewalls to open, so I want her to drive up the middle. And then the next part of the attack is going to be getting the king into this section here. Now I've seen a similar strategy in another YouTuber's video, and in that attack the queen ended up hugging a wall, and then she ended up beating through a wall to go kind of the wrong way. So I wanted to make sure the king went to get this air defense so that the healers don't get targeted in case the queen hugs that top wall. And I'm going to save the wall breakers until this storage goes down, because if that building is there, that's 1 tile closer than this wizard tower. So the breakers would probably go this way. So it was important to make sure that building was gone first. So I have no problem getting the king inside. I'm going to put the defending clan castle troops under poison, and because there's all that splash damage, I'm going to use the ability to. I think someone tried to tell me that I probably could have been saved, but I don't know. If I had waited, if the queen goes down there, it's game over. So I didn't want to take that risk. So the dragon's probably a little bit too late. And at this point, I am looking where to put the other 3 dragons I have, the 2 in the camps and the 1 in CC. And I'm going to get distracted looking at that, because look what happens here. The queen gets targeted by the Expo, and here in a moment, the defending Archer Queen is going to target mine as well. And I'm going to put down a poison, but it's going to come way too late. Look at all the health. Well, you can't tell really. But my defending, yeah, look how low my health is. If I had to put down that poison earlier, maybe the queen lives, and this raid goes differently. Unfortunately, I get distracted because I didn't have every single detail planned out. Maybe that's a bad thing, but I don't know. Sometimes I think you got to just kind of have a general idea and wing it as it goes, but that poison was a critical mistake, I do think. So what's going to happen now is that last air defense didn't go down by the queen. My troops can take it out, but there's just not enough firepower left to cover the base in the amount of time left. So if my queen lived, then absolutely this is a 3-star. But I think it was a fun raid, and it shows you what you can do with dragons. I've been trying to use dragons more recently, because I mean they're if you can take care of the air defense, then I think they're a great troop to use. It just requires a certain kind of base. You certainly can't do it on every base, but when you can drive up the middle with your queen like that, as long as she can stay alive, if she's pretty much got to be really strong to make it work, but or a really weak base. So I wouldn't use a mass dragon attack on everything, but on this base it definitely could have worked. Maybe if I had a few more levels of my Archer Queen. But anyway, let me know what you think of the intro, of the sound. Is it better than before? And that's it. Thanks for watching. Keep up the fire.